Introduce the man that we all know and love from the Evil Dead trilogy.
Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3.
The man who was robbed of his Academy Award for his performance in Crime Wave.
Star of Burn Notice.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Texas welcome to Bruce Campbell.
What's going on? What's going on over here? Hello. Hello. Thank you. Oh, Houston, Texas. Hello.
We love you, Bruce.
How many of your daddies are rich with filthy oil money out there? Yeah, my daddy's rich. That hand went up pretty quick. Yeah, my daddy's rich. What about it? He's friends with Governor Rick Perry. He's running for president of these here United States. Well, la-di-da, here we are. We're going to see what, Evil Dead soon?
Yeah.
Followed by Evil Dead 2, followed by Army of Darkness. You get to watch me age from 21 to 33. During the course of the movies, made from 1979 to 1991. Who was born in 1979? Okay, you're as old as the movie. And I'm older than you. So there we go. Now's your chance, because you're here to see all these movies. If you have some burning question about any of these movies, now's a good time to put that to rest. Otherwise, we can talk about Rick Perry. Right over here. The two books. You enjoyed those books, did you? A literary man, are you? Yeah, I'm going to write another book. I'll be touring near you in a couple of years, kind of. I have an announcement, by the way. There's a winner. There's a winner of of a prize. It's the winner of the SplatterFest short film competition. Yeah. And Mike, come on up here and let's explain to the people what the winner's going to get. What do we have here, Mike?
Well, Bruce, we've got the Canon HD Rebel EOS.
Very good. It's in full HD, 1080, so your crappy, boring movies can be seen in great high quality. The recipient of this camera, of this high quality Canon Rebel T3i, is Mr. Mark Blitch for his film The Code. Are you here, Mark? All right, now we get back to our normal business of answering your same questions I've answered 1,000 times. But that's what we're here for. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you very much.
How did you get the part for Sam?
How did I get the part for Sam Axe from Burn Notice? Thank you for mentioning the #1 show on cable. Thanks for bringing that in. They offered it to me and I accepted. That's how that happened.
You did a great job.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We're finishing up our last episode of season 5. We have 4 more days of filming, and then we get our little break. And I don't have to do jack shit for several months. But I'm going to work on my buddy Sam Raimi's prequel to The Wizard of Oz. Let's just say that I have a very pivotal scene with James Franco, who's trying to get into Oz. It might not happen. It may or may not happen. That's all I have to say. Because they will kill me. They have a lot of money, and they send people to injure people who talk incorrectly about their movies. So I'm not going to say any more than that. I will be fined $100,000 if I say more. All right. Yes, back there.
How many takes did you need to get the Old Spice commercial?
How many takes did I need? Which one? I did 2 of them.
Experience one.
The experience one. Not that many. I know what's happening as an actor. I can read off a teleprompter just like the next guy. So that was fine. And then they called me back for the second one and said, "Can you sing or play the piano?" I said no and no, and they went, "Perfect." So that's how that happened. Yes.
Are you wearing Old Spice now?
Am I wearing Old Spice now? No, they can kiss it because they're not hiring me anymore. So I went back to shit on a stick. Yes, right here.
What's your biggest regret
My biggest regret in what?
in acting and filmmaking showbiz?
I don't have any regrets.
All right.
Why? What are you going to get out of it? Gee, I should have been in Star Wars. Why? So people could go through your garbage?
What about Serving Sarah?
Serving Sarah, that piece of shit shot in Dallas. Serving Sarah served no one. Quote from the Los Angeles Times, not me. Yes. Sir, stand up with your fancy shirt. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, that's okay. It's a little polyestery. I've seen enough folks. Are you from Dallas? I'll speak more slowly.
What is your executive producer for the new Evil Dead?
Yeah, the new Evil Dead. The Evil Dead remake is being done next year. Get over it. It's happening. You'll like it. Sam Raimi handpicked a new director. He's good. He knows what's happening.
Are you in it?
Hell no, I'm not in it. What are you crazy? I went to audition. Sam Raimi was like, "You're too old. Get out of the room."
There's no ass without Bruce!
There's not going to be an Ash in the remake. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Yeah, it is still Evil Dead, lady, because it's an evil book that does bad shit to you when you do stupid things to it, like read it out loud. So there's going to be 5 new stupid kids that are going to go through the same thing. Yes. You started this mess.
Why do you talk bad about Serving Sarah?
Why do I talk bad about Serving Sarah?
I like it.
Oh, do you? That's nice. Yeah. Why don't you go home and clean your room? Yes.
Did you have any input in your likeness being used in the Stupid Zombies game for Android?
Did I have any input as to the likeness being used in what movie? What game are you referring to?
It's called Stupid Zombies. You're basically shooting zombies.
Stupid Zombies. No, I probably had 0 input, but my lawyer might have some. We'll talk to him about that. Yes.
Your favorite scene in The Evil Dead to play?
My favorite scene in The Evil Dead to play, the one where Sam Raimi went, "We're done filming all these movies now." That was my favorite. It wasn't a real, those aren't happy times, the Evil Dead movies. They're fun to watch, but not fun to make. Because I have a theory that a movie that's easy to make is hard to watch, like Serving Sarah, for example. Yes, right here.
So you took a non-liking to the filming. So what was your most frustrating moments in filming?
Filming the Evil Dead movies?
Yes.
Evil Dead 2 probably hit a sort of a apex of discomfort. Because I'm supposed to walk around for half the movie with a chainsaw in my arm that's supposed to be going pop, 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 pop. So Sam Raimi wanted little puffs of smoke to come out like it was running. Well, the only way to do that is to run smoke through a tube that goes to a little smoke machine, and the only way you could get smoke to travel that distance was through tobacco smoke. So they pulled the tubes out of me at the end of the day, and I have 2 streaks of nicotine down my entire body. Yeah, that was a sexy time. I'm basically sleeping with a fly swatter because I had Caro syrup all over me, and the flies would they were on me. You know, like flies on a dead armadillo that I saw on the side of the road today. I'm like, yep, we're in Texas. There's a dead armadillo. It's true. It's just not a cliche. There are dead armadillos. Yes, sir.
Do you have a most memorable fan that you've ever met?
Most memorable fan. I memorialized the most memorable fan in the movie. My name is Bruce, where he has an encounter with a fan in a wheelchair, who's the meanest man ever. The meanest fan I ever met was in a wheelchair. And I wanted to push that person in front of a bus really bad. So in My Name is Bruce, I did. And that's how that rolls. That's how I roll. Yeah, yes. You what?
I have more to see. It's not really
Okay.
Like to take that on with it. My mom thinks she can act.
Your mom thinks I kick ass.
She
Oh.
watches Bar Notice with me and everything else.
I see. And where's your mom tonight?
Yeah, she's at home with little kiddos. It's one thing yesterday.
I see. I see.
She sends her.
Tell me more about your personal life. I'll tell your mother hello, and after I'm done with this current marriage, I'll give her a call. But I have enjoyed all my marriages, so it's fine. Give mother a pinch on the ass for me. Yes.
Out of all three Spider-Man movies,
Out of all three Spider-Man
which
movies,
was like the most enjoyable cameo for you, Phil?
which was the most enjoyable? They're all pivotal. Let's review, shall we? First Spider-Man, I named Spider-Man. If I wasn't in that movie, this billion-dollar franchise would be called The Human Spider. And it would suck. It wouldn't make any money. Spider-Man 2, seems like a small role as the snooty usher, but I don't let Peter Parker in that theater, do I? No. So technically, I'm the only character who's ever defeated Spider-Man. Part 3, we team up. How many superheroes team up with a regular man? In this case, Peter Parker wants my help in proposing to Mary Jane. I'd call that pivotal. Do I help him? No, because he was kind of a dick in the first 2 movies. Yes. Yeah, go for you. Yes.
Hey, first, I guess more personal question to you. After making the Evil Dead 1 through 3, Army of Darkness.
Yes.
Which one, after watching them, when they were done, which one would you consider being your most favorite out of the 3?
Which one do I like the most?
Yes, sir.
I think Evil Dead 2. In Evil Dead 1, we were just kind of figuring out what the hell we were doing. None of us really knew how to act, and Sam had some pretty cheeseball lines of dialogue that we had to say. We didn't know how to say them, so it all kind of looked funny and weird. But then the movie picks up steam as it goes on, and we all get a little better. Evil Dead 2, we didn't really have much studio involvement. We had a little more money. We knew more what we were doing, and we sort of got into the movie sort of like Splatsteak. It's kind of funny carnage and mayhem. And then Army of Darkness, we had a lot of studio problems. So that was kind of a pain in the ass. Because we had to invest a lot of our own money back into it, then they changed it on us, and then we were like, well, but we put our own money into it. Well, you can have a little of it back, but we're still going to sort of change it. We're like, to what, a happy ending? It's a horror movie. So I think Evil Dead 2, I'd go for that. As far as having the ability to have enough money to do what we want to do. We shot it in Wadesboro, North Carolina. No one bothered us because it was too hot. We shot it in the middle of the summer. Nobody bothered to come and visit. It worked out good. Yes?
I once got pulled over for doing about 10 over the speed limit.
10 over in the speed limit, you got pulled over, as you should have been, you criminal.
I was actually let go without a ticket, a warning, or anything because the cop happened to be an Evil Dead fan.
The cop was an Evil Dead fan, but what did you have in your car that caused the cop to divulge the fact that he was an Evil Dead fan?
The soundtrack to the Evil Dead the musical.
Evil Dead the music was playing in your car. You said I had to drive fast because I was listening to the number, what the fuck was that?
Actually, of all the men in my life, keep getting killed by Kandarian people.
Got it. And he went, ma'am, what's that I'm hearing? Is that Evil Dead the musical? I'm Rick Perry's brother, Joe Perry. I'm gonna let you go, because I don't like that Evil Dead. My brother doesn't like it much.
My question is, have you seen the musical yet?
I've seen the musical. I think it's fabulous. Anyone here, I totally recommend it. And you gotta sit in the first 2 or 3 rows. That's the splatter zone right there. They put garbage bags over it. You're gonna get hosed. Like you're sitting there right now. Bam! Bobby Joe gets something cut off. The nice thing about the Evil Dead musical, I've seen it done really well, and it was very entertaining. And I've seen it done really poorly, and it was very entertaining. So even if you see it in a crappy little town like Lubbock, or, Dallas, or, any of those little towns in Texas, Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought, but yes, right here.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Now, where the hell are you? I'm pointing down here. For God's sake. I'll get back to you.
Hey, your turn.
Jeez
Who's
Louise.
your favorite actor and or actress?
My favorite actor is an actor you probably don't know much of. He's old. He's dead. William Holden is his name. He was in my favorite movie, Bridge on the River Kwai, that had a thing called a score, not a soundtrack. It had a thing called themes. And like when they blew up the bridge at the end and a train went into the river, they just blew up a bridge and the train went into the river. They didn't dick around. There was no digital or smidgital. They just blew up a bridge and put the train into the water. I like movies like that. They just did it. Let's just do it. What if it doesn't work? Then we're so screwed, but we gotta try and do it. We're just gonna do it. You guys get it? All your cameras get it? Hope so, because we just did it. Yes. Mention things that I didn't like doing. Like, how did I feel about Briscoe County Jr.? You mentioned that. That was good. It was fun. It was a very fun year of being a cowboy. Now I don't ever need to sit on a horse ever again. I learned all about horses. They're dicks. Horses are dicks. They don't step on your foot in the summer. They step on your foot at 8 in the morning in December. And they step on it and then they lean. And Gordon Spencer, this tough wrangler, was our wrangler. The guy was awesome. And I'm standing there going, Gordon! The horse, she's stepping on my foot! He just comes over and he just punches it in the shoulder. The horse goes, hey, hey, hey! He's like, that's how you get the horse off your damn foot. You punch him. Okay, note taken. Learned a lot about Westerns and such. We had to have 4 horses for the one horse. Because one horse was just, we used his name was Strip. He was the perfect colorations of the white part on his head and his socks. He had 3 white socks. And we had to make other chestnut horses look, we used to use clown white makeup to put makeup on the horses to make them look like the other horse. But the main horse, who had the nice colors, it was the trick horse. You never wanted to ride that horse because it's a trick horse. So he's always going, now? Do I do my trick now? Do we do it now? Do we do it now? And they're real jumpy. You don't want to sit on them. This is the horse that would do this, and he would nudge me and count and all that kind of, do his lip thing, the misread thing. Didn't want to ride him, so I rode a horse named Copper, who was like 14 years old. And we just sit there. So I could get him. He was my dialogue horse. If you ever had to do dialogue, bring in, I call him Lead Belly. So bring him in, and I could just sit on him all day because he didn't want to go anywhere. I was like, no, I'm good. So early in the season, I had to jump on him and use my spurs to get him to go. Then he got in shape during the course of the season. So near the end, I'm like, God damn you old crap, the horse, slow down. He got all healthy on us. I liked it better when he had diabetes. Then we had one horse named Ace that you would only use it for rearing. And yet you wouldn't use it for regular scenes because you cue it with your heels. You hit it with your heels and the thing goes up. And the first thing you learn with horses is pick a side. Because it's coming straight up to hit you right in the face. So you have to do a counterbalance thing like that. But if you pull back, you're going over. So it's a very finely tuned thing. And then the final horse was Boss. Only stunt guys rode that horse. I rode it once, and I'm like, I'm never getting on this horse ever again. It's the horse they use to catch trains. Yeah, stunt guys ride that horse. Actors don't ride that horse. That's called Widowmaker. So I learned a lot about shooting westerns. It was a lot of fun, you know, kissing pretty girls and shooting guns. You got guns in Texas, don't you? Yeah. I asked the guy today, what do you like about Texas? I got a lot of guns here. I'm like, you like Texas just for that? Yeah. Like I was an idiot. Like, what are you, crazy? Of course. Stupid. Gunless moron. Yeah.
First of all, welcome to Texas. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. I won't be here long, thankfully. Relax, it's all right. And what?
The glory of the chin.
Yeah, whatever. That's your words, not mine.
Out of your films, you've been in so many. Which one do you feel is underrated that people should go out and see? Like two of my favorites that you're in are Maniac Cop.
Maniac Cop, that's one of your favorites? You're a jerk. Maniac Cop.
What are two that don't get as much recognition as the Evil Dead?
They did 3 Maniac Cops. That got too much recognition as far as I'm concerned.
What are some of your favorites?
What's your other one? You had another one.
Oh, Intruder. You're at the very end.
Intruder. What? You like stupid movies. Man. I like a movie called Running Time. It's a very cool black and white crime drama done in real time, one take. The whole movie's one take, one shot. Check that out, dog. Do that, James Cameron. Come on, Avatar. Biatch. Yeah, somebody in that mosh pit there. Work it out.
I just wondered what your favorite TV series to work on.
My favorite TV series? The one that lasted the longest called Burn Notice. We're still going. We got a couple more seasons in us, so hope you like it because you're stuck with it for a few more years. Yes.
What's your favorite weapon? You've done so many movies and so many varieties.
Yeah, but I don't fire them for real. It's all bullshit, you know. So I'm like, oh, give me the M16. Oh, okay. Give me the shotgun. It's all meaningless. It's just a noisy thing that I hold in my hand. I haven't killed anybody with anything. What's your favorite weapon?
My tank.
Your tank.
I was in Iraq. My tank in Iraq.
I see. It wasn't your tank. It was my fucking tank because I paid for that tank. Your tank, my ass. I paid for missiles, tanks, guns, gasoline. I went over to Iraq with Jeffrey Donovan from Burn Notice 2 years ago to see the troops. And so Donovan gets in an M1 Abrams tank.
That's my tank.
That's your tank! No, that's my tank. We've established that. Donovan gets in my tank, takes it around the track, and he's going a little too fast because he's a gearhead. And these all the guys in uniform are kind of going, oh, look at that corner coming up. Oh boy! And there's no way to tell him to slow down. What are you gonna do? How do you stop a guy in my tank from slowing down? He finally makes it barely around the track a couple times. I get in it now. And it's just a big, you push the big thing on the floor. It's like a giant go-kart that costs millions of dollars. So I go, and the soldier goes, sir, you gotta depress the pedal, sir. You gotta depress the pedal. I'm already to the floor. In the back of the tank, we hear, we look back, it caught on fire. The tank is on fire. And the guy goes, sir, we should probably get out now. So we get out of the tank, and now Donovan and I have a long-standing dispute. I think he wrecked my tank because he drove it recklessly and overheated it and wrecked it. He's blaming it on me. And we had to wait. This base had never been so excited in their life. We watched for one fire truck comes out, 2 guys stand around, yeah, boy, look at that, tank's on fire, how about that? Another fire truck pulls up. There were 4 fire trucks that pull up. Guy who comes by goes, thanks for giving me something to do today. He comes in, they put the thing out. How do you tow it away? How do you tow an Abrams tank away?
With another tank.
No, with something even bigger than a tank. The thing they towed it away with was like a battleship without the water. It was insane. So anyway, I wrecked your tank or my tank, whatever. Someone wrecked the tank, and I think it was Jeffrey Donovan. I'm sticking with that story. He's not here to dispute it. Yes.
You want to make another Sam Axe special?
So I want to make another Sam Axe TV movie, like the one, The Fall of Sam Axe. Enough people watched it that they would happily make another one. So thank you for watching it. Appreciate that. That's how things get made. People watch stuff and then they go, oh, people watched it. Let's make another one. So maybe, I don't know. Depends on how soon I get killed off in the series. You never know. can get hit by a bus at any time. Contract disputes, there are all kinds of reasons to kill actors. Yes?
What was one of your favorite parts about playing Ash?
Favorite parts about playing Ash? The power of his words. Like I know, for example, that "Give Me Some Sugar, Baby." I know, for example, that works. I was at a book signing, a guy came up and he goes, "Bruce, thanks for that, the line, 'Give me some sugar, baby.'" I said, "Why? What do you care about that line?" He goes, "I was working in Beijing, China, and I had it translated into Mandarin. Went into a bar and went, 'Ji ga ya bao bao,' on a woman in a Beijing bar, and he got laid." So I know that those words are very powerful. So when I say "give me some sugar, baby," I mean it. Yes, right there.
Any more interesting stories about David Carradine?
Any more interesting stories about David Carradine?
From when you were working on Sundown?
David Carradine. Well, he was drinking back then, so it was pretty interesting. He came onto the set one day and he goes, "I've misplaced my coffee." And an assistant ran up, "I'll get you a fresh cup of coffee, Mr. Carradine." And he went, No, I had my special coffee." It was a very special coffee. So we took about half an hour looking around for his special coffee. And we found it, and it wasn't really coffee. We found it. He's in a better place now. Yes? Sure, why not?
Vehicles. Is Sam Raimi still hiding the classic from you?
Sam Raimi, is he still hiding the classic, his piece of shit Delta 88? He better hide that thing, because I will kill it on sight. Do you know that that car has been in every Sam Raimi movie, the Delta 88?
Yep.
But now you're thinking, wait a minute, Quick and the Dead. Where the hell was that? He had the wheels and the body taken off, and he had a wagon built over the chassis. I'm not, how do you make that up? He's crazy about that car. I'm sure that he got his first Hummer in the backseat of that car. So he's got a very special association with that car. I'll find it and kill it. It's in an undisclosed location with Dick Cheney right now. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I love Briscoe County Jr. I've just always loved all of your work. So I've always wondered, who's your favorite leading lady to work with?
My favorite leading lady. I've kissed some hot ladies. Elizabeth Hurley. She was kind of a hot babylicious. She had nice lips, actually. She did. Alyssa Milano. Babe on Wheels. She accused me of breaking one of her fake boobs, though. Because in the movie Gold Rush, I had to hoist her up over my shoulder in a harness and like a girdle thingy that she was wearing. She thinks I broke one of her boobs. That's all I can say. Vanessa Angel. Did a little lip lock with her. Lori Loughlin. She slipped me a little tongue, I'm not going to lie to you. We did a TV movie called In the Line of Duty, Blaze of Glory. We played bank robbers, yuppie bank robbers. We had a scene in the bed, and she let it fly, and I thought she was just making a mistake or something on the first take. That little tongue came right back out, take two. I'm like, what's happening here? I got lines of dialogue to say. But I still insisted on another take. Just to get it right. It's like infidelity that's legal. Yes.
If you could kick one celebrity in the nuts, who would it be and why?
I could kick one celebrity in the nuts. I don't care about celebrities. Like I don't care about Brangelina. I don't care. I don't care how many kids they adopt or whatever he does, and have him shave that little shit on his chin. I mean, what, are you a hillbilly? Shave it, shave that shit. He looks like a bum. A rich bum, but a bum. No, it's fun. I don't know. Celebrities. Ashton Kutcher. Who gives a shit? I don't care if he's having an affair. Do I give a rat's ass? He's one in a million men right now having an affair. Who cares? He's just a rich guy having an affair. Yes.
In Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way.
Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way.
Great book. I didn't finish it. I'm sorry.
You didn't finish it?
No, I should.
Wow, we're done talking.
Where you're the door guy. Was that after a real movie you were in?
You didn't finish the book. You would know if you finished the book. You're left hanging dry, son. As Governor Rick Perry would say, if you don't read the whole good book, you don't know what you're talking about. I'd like your vote for president of this United States. I'm Governor Rick Perry. I'm from a small town, but I got big ideas. Yes. And I don't care about Rick Perry either, frankly. God bless him.
Quick question on the Evil Dead movie. I guess if you would know, why did he change the beginning of the storyline?
Who changed what? From one movie to the next?
Yeah, first it was the 5 kids that show up. And
First
then
it's
the
5
second
kids that
one
show up, then some new people showed up in the second one,
Yeah.
and then the third one in the Army of Darkness was Bridget Fonda, and here's the truth of it. When we made the second movie, we didn't have the rights to the footage from the first movie, because they were made by different companies. We couldn't get the rights to our own movie. So we decided to just have some different people. And so people thought Ash was stupid enough to go back to the cabin again with some new friends because he had so much fun the first time around. Right? It just happened that way. And then between the second and the third one, somehow Bridget Fonda said, "I want to be in your movie." We're like, "Oh, you can play Linda, I guess." We've had a bunch of Lindas, so sure, play Linda. So that's kind of how that happens. Sorry that confused you. The best way to actually do it, cut the movies all together. Cut all the recap crap off. So Ash gets, Evil Entity gets him at the end of the first one. Cut to him in the vortex of the second one. He lands, goes through all that crap, and then lands in the pit at the end of part 2. I go right into the third one. Then it would make perfect sense. And we wouldn't be hashing this out again. But the third company was different than the second company, which was different from the first company. And companies don't usually like each other, unlike oil companies here in this town, who I'm sure get along really well together. Working on let's work on blowout preventers this weekend. I met a guy, is the guy here, who works on blowout preventers. He's an engineer. Yeah, he's not going to even admit it. You better not. You better hide the fact that you worked on that blowout preventer. Good job with that, jerk. Yes.
Tell us about your role in Cars 2. Did you have to?
My role in Cars 2.
Yeah.
Did you blink?
The kids loved it.
The kids loved it.
Yeah, it was really awesome. So how long did it take you to do the voice tape?
An hour.
Did you?
That was real quick. Yeah. I wish I had a good story. Some stories you come in and you go, and then you're done.
So do you like the car toy that you have?
The Rod Redline? He's a Mustang, yeah. I'm from Detroit. Sure. Give me a Ford Mustang. Ford's the only company that didn't get a government bailout. I'm gonna buy a Ford next time. Yeah. Suck it, you other loser car makers. Get me a Ford. Hell with that. All right, what do we got? Yes.
Your character Sam Axe drinks a lot, though.
My character Sam Axe drinks a lot.
What's your
How do
favorite?
you know? Do you watch the show a lot?
I just rewatched the entire 4 seasons.
You rewatched the entire 4 seasons?
Yes.
Well, you would sure as heck know, wouldn't you? So what do you want to know about his little issue?
I want to know about you, actually.
You want to know about me? You want to go drinking later? Nice. I call it a little game of pick up the check. I'll play part of your drinking game, just not the pick up the check part.
Yeah. What's your favorite alcoholic drink?
My favorite alcoholic drink? Lemonade. Maybe an Arnold Palmer when I'm feeling frisky. What does Rick Perry drink? What is his favorite drink? sarsaparilla. I drink the blood of virgins. Yeah. Just a little governor joke. Jackbooted thugs are gonna meet me outside here. What do you say about Rick Perry? I'm just an actor. No, you're not. Not no more. You're not. Now you're an actor. You can't walk. Is there somebody in the back? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, go for it. No, go for it. You extended yourself. Go ahead.
I did. So do you believe Elvis is still alive?
Do I believe Elvis is still alive?
And also, are you an ordained minister? Because
Am I an ordained minister?
as Elvis.
No, but I am an ordained minister because I had to marry a couple at the last year at the Zombie Con in Seattle, and there was a couple that wanted to be married by me. They wanted me to marry them, and they wanted it to not be a baloney ceremony, so I had to get ordained. So I went online to the Church of Unbearable Lightness of Being of Genericness, and I got my $5 certificate. And so that I could show them, because I had to sign a piece of paper when these numbskulls got married in Seattle. And they weren't kidding. The guy was a zombie, the groom, and the bride was pregnant with a dead baby coming out of her stomach. And you know, you think, okay, it's a couple that kind of is into this. No, both of their families were into this. The father couldn't even sit down during the ceremony because he had a giant spike that was through his entire body. Like a log had impaled him. So he was getting all weepy standing there with his log going through him with his freakazoid zombie family. So they are officially married. I'll marry anybody if you want. It's just, it's going to cost you some Texas-sized money, but it could happen. Yes.
So if I decided to play pick up the check, where would you want to go drink tonight?
Don't go there, lady. That's not going to happen. I'd hate to humiliate you in front of all your friends. When you fall under the table, barfing and crap like that, it's just...
You wanna go?
You want to dance? Bring it. Bring it. No, I'm not going drinking with you, lady. I'm sorry. Nothing personal. Yes. Not with you either. No. How did I get to Medford, Oregon? I took a wrong turn at Klamath Falls. I went backpacking up there in Oregon, and I didn't see anyone for a week. I did not see another human in the woods for another week. And I think I decided to move up there that day. So that's why I live up there. Because I have no cell service where I live. Yeah, there's nothing up there. There's me and guys who were tweaking in the woods. And I had a truck. It was a Forest Service truck. I bought it, a used truck, at a used truck lot. But it was a Forest Service truck. It was a Forest Service green. You can see where they scraped the logo off the side. So I have government land all around me out there in Oregon. And so I look like a Fed driving around. So I love taking my truck way back there because no one will actually mess with a truck that looks like a Forest Service truck back in the forest. It just kind of works out that way. So I saw a guy, I'm driving up in the middle of nowhere, guy goes across the road, like from a cartoon. I mean, did I just see that guy? Like, running strangely across the road. He was very unnerved by my presence because I think he was in the middle of a very important, life-altering trip. And so, as I went by this way, he was hiding behind a tree and he would move as I would move. But he was bigger than the tree. So I just watched his, his fat belly, sort of going like this. So I slowed down to 0 miles an hour. I went, then I just waited. I just sat there. So he's now going, he's like vibrating, this guy. And I just took off. It took like an hour to go past. I hope he's dead now. He's such a jackass. So that's who's out there. That's who's out past me. You know, the electricity, the pavement ends about 2 miles past me. Electricity ends about 5 miles past that, and people live 10 miles past that. And you know, there's a country wave, you drive along, you just a 2-fingered wave over your steering wheel. You know, like Rick Perry, because he's from a small town. A man with big ideas from a small town. Well, you get further back, they don't wave back. They're like, why are you waving at me? You should be back here. We have a road called Dog Fork. It should be here in Texas. There probably is a road called Dog Fork here in Texas. The residents dig holes in the road so that you have to go really slowly so they can look and see who you are. So they can hide their meth operation. You know? I live in the town of Medford. They call it Methford. We have a Methford moment every so often. My wife is driving downtown. She's behind a car. Car stops erratically at a stoplight. A woman gets around, marches around the outside of the car, opens up the passenger side, pulls her son out, and throws him into the middle of the street. His books go everywhere. He's got a hoodie on. He's completely out of it, this kid. She just takes off. So there's a kid in the middle of the street. Some other people grab him and drag him out of the street, and so I guess he was doing something, tweaking something, or his mom was freaking out about something. And then in Medford, you'd see a woman standing on a street corner just doing this. I'm like, you can't be itching. That's not normal. When you do meth, you think that stuff is under your skin, so you have to get to it. So my favorite posters are, they had a 4-series picture of a woman on meth over a 4-year period. You got to watch her turn into a cadaver before your eyes. It was a great ad for meth. I mean, just try it. It's not that big of a deal. You get meth mouth. If you smoke it, it ruins the enamel on your teeth. But so, it's fun while you're doing it, man. Yeah, so that's my town of Medford. Yes, yes, in the back.
Do you have a favorite charity or organization that you like to donate to?
Yes, Bruce Campbell, P.O. Box. Honestly, I'm a zip code donation guy. I have my zip code, and I give within my zip code. Because, yeah, little babies in other countries need help. There's a lot of little babies in this country need help. A lot of little babies in my county that need help. I have schools in our little county, they don't have a pot to piss in. I went to introduce the movie Sky High at my local school, and we went to turn on the PA system, and they were like tubes from 1954 that had to had to heat up. So we took care of things like that. You know, now they have a decent sound system and things like that. So I think it's important. Yeah, everyone needs help all over the place, but I like starting at home. So if you're gonna give any money, give it right here. Right here. Plenty of people in Houston are sucking eggs. Well, not really Houston. Don't give anything to anybody in Houston. They got old money. They're fine. And those old people, they're very generous. They're from small towns like Rick Perry. Small towns, big ideas. I'm trying to get a slogan for him. I'm trying to just put that out there enough so someone will keep tweeting him going, what about it, Rick? What about it? Small town, big ideas. Wouldn't it be hilarious if he adopted it? Rick Perry, small town, big ideas. Because he doesn't, these guys are jackasses. They don't know anything. Oh, that sounds like a great slogan. Let's do it. Yes.
For someone who doesn't have a chin, what's it like to have a real chin?
What's it like to have a chin? It's a burden and a responsibility. But, use it responsibly if you get one. If you have one. Yes.
What's the latest news on Bubba Nosferatu?
Latest news on Bubba Nosferatu. The script is still what it was. It still is what it is. I've just learned over the years, I've made a lot of bad movies, and it usually starts with the script. So I hope Don Coscarelli makes the movie, but I don't want to make the one that I read. So we really need to get him. Here's a petition for you. I don't know if Don Coscarelli has, if he tweets, but does he? Tell him if he gets Joe Lansdale back to write the script again, I'll be in the movie. It's that simple. Tell them that. I said it right here on this stage. Because it's all about the script. The script for a motion picture is the blueprint. If your building blueprint goes like this, that's what your building's going to look like. So it's the same with scripts. Yes, sir. My experience with Twitter. Twitter's weird, man. I'm getting my sea legs on Twitter. I now learned I don't get into any serious social issues. There's no way. Because one person asked me, what do you think of all these riots in London? I went, hey, you rioters in London, knock it off. And then this wave of like, it's not just London, it's here and here and here. Hey, you rioters here and here and here, knock it off. This city's 1,000 years old. No, it's not, it's 2,000 years old. I'm like, Jesus Christ already. Okay, I don't give a shit anymore, riot all you want. So I had to kind of get into that. Now it's like, oh, there's someone rioting. Here's a pretty picture of clouds. I'm not going to play that game anymore. No, none of that, no. Unless we talk about Rick Perry. Yes. Who wrote the script for Alien Apocalypse? Was there a script for Alien Apocalypse? A very good dear friend of mine, Josh Becker, wrote the script. Yeah. You cheer all you want, ladies. It's not going to help that movie. That film wasn't released, it escaped. Alien Apocalypse. The original title, Humans in Chains. I thought it was a very compelling title. Not for the Sci-Fi Channel. We've got a better title. Alien Apocalypse. Okay. All right. Yes. Yes. The two.
Her mom wants to know how big your prenup is.
Her mom. Her mom. Why are you asking a question for her mom? It's twice removed. Huh?
You're going to marry later after your marriage. You said you pinch your butt. She
Yeah.
wants to know how good your prenup is.
Who needs a prenup?
Really?
You're just going to pay attention to what I say. You know, sometimes a little lady needs some direction in her life. Especially if you're from a small town. With big ideas. Yes, or right?
Would you ever lend your voice to more voice acting? And like,
Would I lend my voice to more voice acting?
in like animation or
Yeah.
anything else?
Heck yeah.
Do you like cartoons?
Do I like cartoons? They're all right. I like comedy with a chance of meatballs. I actually thought it was good. I thought it was fun. It was very inventive. The guy who played the mayor just nailed it. That guy was awesome. Oh, that was me. Yes, over here.
Would you rather hang out with Mitt Romney or Rick Perry?
Mitt Romney or Rick Perry? Depends on how much trouble I'm having sleeping. People sleep good in small towns. Yes.
What was your inspiration for getting into acting?
Inspiration for getting into acting, that I did not have to work in a cubicle or wear a tie. Yeah. I want to do that. Yeah. I don't wear a tie or work in a cubicle now. Sam Axe wears ties, but only if he's trying to fool somebody. I'll tell you, suits and ties. I went to a wedding in Michigan. In Michigan, they love suits. They just love them. Everyone who's in it, business, I wear a suit. I wear a suit. So I went to a wedding, and I had a very nice suit on. It did not have a tie. It was like a mock tee turtleneck underneath there. I spent a lot of money on this thing. And a woman behind me, I hear her whispering, "He's not wearing a tie." I was like, did that ruin your whole day, lady? Is this wedding just down the crapper now because one guy out of 1,000 jerks didn't wear a tie? That's why I left Michigan. I don't live in Michigan anymore. Yes?
Do you like acting in movies or TV better?
Movies or TV? Movies are slower. Like I have a 2-page scene in Oz that we're going to take 2 days to film. If it was Burn Notice, we would be done by 10:30 in the morning. That's the difference in pace. The TV pace is great because you never get bored, but sometimes you don't have time to do something as good as you want to do it. You know, they print 1 or 2 takes and that's it. We're off and running. That's TV. So you gotta be kind of ready, but you don't get bored. Working on Sam Raimi's movie Oz. Oh boy, let's see how that goes. Because it's slow. They're using they're doing 3D with the red camera for you filmmakers out there. Pain in the ass. I call it HD lay. So what do we have? Time for a few more, I think, right? Let's do like 3 more like original, amazing questions. Maybe in the back.
Did you like playing Autolycus?
Did I like playing Autolycus? Yes, I did. Because I got to grab Renee O'Connor's butt. Another sequence I insisted on multiple takes. No, Xena was great. Xena Hercules was great because we could get away with murder, and the studio never, back in those days, the studio didn't see the footage for like 4 or 5 days. So if they didn't like something, we'd go, oh, we're on to the next episode. Thanks for your notes. So it was nice being so far away in New Zealand. I mean, literally, you're on a raft in the middle of the ocean with people who talk to me. Fine people to keep. All right, getting near the end of our amazing questions, yes.
What do you think the most dangerous thing you've ever done filming is?
Most dangerous thing? I've done a couple stupid things. Dangerous, not stupid. Huh. Is it dangerous, stupid, though, in a way? They're sort of hand in hand. Well, on The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. in the pilot, there's a sequence where I'm supposed to be hanging out a window 2 stories up, and below me is a wagon full of farm implements sticking straight up. And so the stuntman comes out with a video camera before we do it. And he goes, so Bruce, you're comfortable with the safety precautions that we've set up here? I'm like, are you videotaping this? Well, yes, we just want to make sure that we have a record of everyone saying that they're comfortable with these. I go, yes, I'm comfortable for never having done it. And I'm comfortable for never having built the specifications needed for the cable to hold 2 adult males over a wagon full of farm implements. And I'm comfortable that you haven't done shit about it if the cable breaks. What are you going to do about that? So, should I be comfortable? So we went through this whole rigmarole and then filmed it because they were going to shoot it anyway. Briscoe had a few close calls only because we did a stampede once where there's 100 head of cattle coming down the road, and I'm tied in the middle of the street with the leading lady of that episode, and we're supposed to break free and dive under a wagon, and all the cattle are supposed to go past. But the cattle got jammed up behind the wagon and started shoving us. And it's 100 head of cattle. I'm like, man, this is probably not good. This is probably not good. So the actress grabbed the axle of the whole wagon. I turned around on my back and I put my boots up because I wanted to see if I was going to die. I wanted to just see it happen. And the cameraman bailed, and the shot is in the show. The camera goes like this, because the cameraman went, and it kept filming, so they kept it because it was a very exciting little clip. And then the Wranglers came and broke it up, and no one died. That was kind of dangerous, I thought. I didn't think I would die being crushed to death by 100 head of cattle. It's not on your resume, you don't think about that stuff. Still time, I guess. We are here in Texas. Maybe Rick Perry will take me to his small town. Bruce, I raised my first 4-H cow right here. You can still see the crap on the ground right there. Small town, big ideas. Yes, we're almost near the bitter end, yes. Don't look behind you. Oh, no, I'll get to you in a minute. I pointed a football field away from you. I'll get to you. Yes.
Okay, I think I speak for all the women. I think you're just precious.
Oh, gee. Oh, gosh, easy now.
And I think you look very svelte from your last season of Birdman.
How did I speltify? Am I doing a Sam Max TV movie in the Andes Mountains in Colombia? Yeah, you kind of just happens. I'm like, good news is they're gonna make the Sam Hanks movie, Bruce. Oh, great. Where? Bogota, Colombia. Where? 11,000 feet in the Andes Mountains. Yeah, baby, you live the dream then. We had a scene where this helicopter had to take off at the end. And there were cattle up there that had never seen a helicopter. And they were trying to dive over fences that were way taller than them. I mean, as we were taking off, I was just looking down, watching the mayhem spread in all these fields below us. And Rick Perry was right there too. He knows how to handle cattle. Yeah, way in the back. Yeah, right there. No, not, for God's sake, men in the red.
In the beginning of the book, The Chin, it's about the Raimi brothers. Is that true, the forward?
The forward of the book. Does anyone have my book here? If Chins Could Kill, Confessions of a B-Movie Actor? Pass that forward for a second, can you? Let's take a look at it, and let's get a definitive answer to your very probing question. Because the issue is it makes them seem like jerks, right? Like money-grubbing jerks that they were trying to get extra money out of the publisher.
Yes.
Sam Raimi and his brother. Yeah, let's see what that's all about. The forward. Forward. By Ivan and Sam Raimi. Thank you very much. That was a toughie, sir. That was a toughie. And I explained that to a woman once, and she goes, "Why would he write such horrible things about himself?" Because you don't know Sam Raimi. She was very confused. Because first she would wonder why I was in business with someone as scurrilous as that. And I explained that he had written it himself. And so that just didn't sit right with her. But a man would parody himself. Yes, try it down here, yes.
Yeah, I trained with a guy in town who speaks very highly of you.
You trained with a guy in town?
I do train.
You do train with a guy in town?
Deke Anderson.
Deke Anderson,
Yeah.
fine young man.
And I was wondering if you have any words of wisdom for those of us who are crazy enough to
Pursue acting.
career. Yeah.
The good news with filmmaking, you don't have to go to Hollywood anymore. You can go to Kmart and get the digital, 1080, full digital. Buy the damn camera, go make your movie, edit it with software that costs $500 on your $900 computer, and get digital music and sound effects and all that crap. You can show it at this theater because they show DVDs. You're going to be watching DVDs later tonight. What's it cost to burn a DVD? $3? So your movie costs like $9. So there's no excuse not to just stay where you are. It's good to have stories even about Texas. I want to say one thing about Texas. I'm going to go on record with this. You don't see people from Iowa going, "I'm from Iowa! Yeah! Woo, Iowa! Yeah!" Relax, it's a big, flat, hot, burned up, dried to a crisp state. Let's just get a little perspective out of here. Just relax about your state, or I'm going to sick the Iowa people on you. Davenport, yeah! Okay, on that happy note, I want to thank you all for showing up tonight. And most importantly, for supporting this theater. Because most theaters, they don't like it when you come in and you drink and eat crap and make loud noises and watch weird movies. You get to do that. That's the cool thing. And this theater lets you do that. Not many theaters let you do that. So this is a very special place. I hope you'll continue to support it. And great talking to you. Thank you very much.